Alright guys, welcome back. Cryptocurrency market. This time you're looking at the Ethereum Classic versus the Bitcoin. We're getting some strong signs that the market may be heading for another drop. This is what we call a hard landing. It may be the last downside segment, but we are getting some signals that that's what's imminent. And I think this is yet another example of that. The Ethereum Classic versus the Bitcoin. In this case, as long as this pair remains on the downside, it's pretty indicative that the market will do the same. They're pretty highly correlated. So and there's also this technical picture that we have here coming from the weekly chart, where we have this particular level. Take a look. I mean, we have a strong setup here, but I'm mostly referring to the mid-low level, which happens to be 0.0018, right? 0018. Now, you can see how price for many months was unable to break through, right? I mean, it did engage with that level a few times. Even here, take a look at the close here. The close 18.5, right? 18.5. The level itself is 18.4. It's just a fraction of a point. The close was just a fraction of a point above that level, remained above that level, right? And there was a spike, a little bit of a spike there. The following week also a little bit of a spike, but completely changed direction and went upwards. Just found a huge support coming from that level. And you know what? There was another attempt just 3 weeks ago, right? Take a look at that spike here. Trying to challenge that level, quickly bounced off. And we had 2 weeks ago, take a look at the close here. Yet again, 18.57, right? 18.57, just a fraction of a point above that level. So after all these attempts to break through, which failed, came last week, which actually was successful. Take a look at the close here. It's 18.35, right? 35, so a fraction of a point again below that particular key level, 0.00184. So I think that says something. I think price basically had managed to break through that level, and although right now we are on the upside, I think it's more likely that eventually price will just leave a spike here and return on the downside, basically to break away from that key level, but break away from the downside rather than the upside. So this is basically just might be a local selling opportunity right now, since we do have that kind of local slightly upside correction. So in this case, since the weekly close suggests that price was basically officially broke through that level, I think it's gonna chase the previous low in this case. So here's where I'm aiming with this one. 0.0013, that's exactly where the last low was. Actually the last two lows, right? You might address that as a double bottom, if you will, but that's the main level that I think price can easily reach, if not drill even lower than that. So it should be interesting. But it all boils down to the reaction we're going to have. I'm talking about this week's reaction, this week's close with regards to that same level again. So if we're going to close back above that level, that's not going to be a good sign. And but obviously, if there's going to be a spike and price will get back to to trade below that level, then that's going to be a very good sign that we're going to keep moving downwards. All right, ETC versus the Bitcoin, bearish outlook at this point. We'll follow up. We'll keep you posted.